I'll be analyzing Martin Sensmeier's chapter in American Like Me. A little bit about the author. Martin Sensmeier is an American actor of Native American descent that has worked in films such as Westworld and The Magnificent Seven. He is also a known ambassador for the Native Wellness Institute and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. To better understand the text, first we must take a look at PASS. This stands for Purpose, Audience, Speaker, and Situation. First, let's start with the purpose. Martin Sensmeier's purpose is to inspire readers to chase their dreams by recalling his childhood and the insecurities he felt on his start to acting. Next, let's focus on the audience. His audience is any person feeling unsure on their own path to chasing their dreams. Next, the speaker. In this case, the speaker is Martin Sensmeier, and he is an actor of Native American descent. This is important because from very early on, the fact that he is a descendant of Native Americans plays a big role in his life. Last, let's look at the situation. In this case, the situation is Sensmeier remembering his life as a child in Alaska and what inspired him to pursue a career in acting. Let's first start with paragraph 1. Sensmeier begins by developing the important factors in his childhood and what his favorite things were. He does this to create a sense of nostalgia and relate with the audience in terms of him as a child and their own personal childhood. He does this by using anaphras when repeating the phrase, the shirt with a cartoony main crab on it, the shirt with Figment the Disney dragon on it, the shirt with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on it. He also uses imagery to describe his favorite shirt, La Bamba, which emphasizes how important this movie was to him from very early on. He continues on in paragraphs 2 to 3 by developing his initial admiration for television, and he paints this admiration in a way that a child would view TV. He does this to let the audience know his initial spark for storytelling and how much stories resonated within his life. He is able to do this through the use of allusions when referencing looking for the Ninja Turtles in the sewers to highlight how much film had an impact on his life. Next, we have paragraphs 4 to 7. Here, Sensmeier shifts into explaining the poverty his family lived in the village in Alaska, but he expresses it in a way where he is almost unconcerned about it. He does this to highlight how his life in the village is not the reason he chose to pursue a career in acting. And it also helps develop an image of what life in the village was like for the audience. He's able to do this through parallelism, where he sets up parallels to explain that although his family was poor, they were never really missing anything they didn't need. He also uses understatements when he says the phrase, "It's just how it was," or "like so many in our village," to really undermine the situation they had growing up and make it seem like it didn't affect him as greatly as you would think it would. In paragraphs 8 through 15, Sensmeier begins recalling moments that played a big role in understanding his heritage to be able to relate to the art of storytelling, and how it became a deep-rooted source of inspiration for him. He alludes to movies like La Bamba, and he uses Richie Valens, the main character of the movie, as a parallel to his own life to relate to the fact that even though he comes from Native American descent, he didn't really resonate with how television portrayed Native Americans until he started watching La Bamba and he related to the main character. Lastly, we have paragraphs 16 to 24, where Sensmeier shifts his focus from his early childhood to now as an adult when he had started pursuing acting and the insecurities he started feeling when he made his choice. He does this to emphasize how homesick he felt while he was away in California, and to also explain how chasing your dreams can come with hardship and pain. He uses similes like a punch to the gut to describe the pain he felt when coming home and seeing his family grow up without him. He also uses idioms to convey the hardship as he continued on with life in California. And he continues in paralleling his life to Richie Valens to symbolize the struggle and reflection Sensmeier has with that character. So, conclusion. In conclusion, Sensmeier chapter is meant to resonate the idea that nothing comes easy in life, and sometimes when chasing our own dreams, there are moments that make it seem not worth the sacrifice, but one must always try to chase their dreams. Thank you and goodbye.